Hey guys, let's create a short video talking about Ansoff's strategic opportunity matrix. Now, Ansoff's strategic opportunity matrix, as the name suggests, is a matrix that has two dimensions, x-axis and a y-axis, and has four quadrants in it that is used to determine what the strategic opportunities for the companies are. So let's think about what are the different ways that a company can grow, and what are the things that the company can do that can grow the company. So if you think about it, there are kind of like only two ways that a company can get more customers, which is the only way for a company to actually grow, right? So there are only two ways you can gain more customers. Let's say you are McDonald's. You are selling burgers, you are selling soft drinks, you are selling McNuggets, you are now even selling salads, right? So you are selling a bunch of products to the customers who come to your store. Now, how can McDonald's grow? They can maybe start offering new products, right? So one way for a company to grow is to introduce new products. So new products for McDonald's might be they already started introducing salads, which is one way to get new customers and make the business grow. Now they've already introduced salads a while back, right? So how can now they grow? Uh, so how can they now grow by introducing new products? Maybe they start offering hot dogs, possibly. Maybe they start offering pizzas. That could also be a possibility, right? So one way for the company to grow is to introduce a new product. What is the other way for the company to grow? So try to go after new markets where you can find new customers, right? One way to grow is to introduce a new product that will sell, and then another way to grow your market is to go to a different market altogether. So McDonald's doing really well in the United States. What can McDonald's do is to go after different market, maybe outside of the United States. That's another way for the company to grow. And when we talk about different market, it does not just mean that it has to be a geographically different market. It could mean a different market within the same geographical region as well. You have to go after a different target market. So let's think about Dove. Is a really great personal care brand, right? So they had shampoos, they had body lotions, they had creams, but most of their targets were always target towards the female demographic. Now, how can Dove grow? One way for them to grow is to introduce new products that cater to the same target segment. So maybe they start offering hair gels, or maybe they starting some other products that they could now sell to their existing customer base. Or what they could do is they could go after a completely different target market. For example, what they did was they went after the male demographic, right? So they started creating a new brand called Dove for Men, and then they started producing all the products that they were producing for their female target market, and changed the formulations so that it would suit the male target audience as well, and then started selling their product to this new market. So how can a company grow? If you use your existing product in the existing market, you can still grow, but the growth will be difficult because you are already doing what you are doing in the market, right? So McDonald's can grow by selling burgers in the United States, but they will have to work very hard because there are competitors, and the way for you to grow is to increase your marketing budget, increase your advertising spend, do a lot of marketing to the target customer, provide sales discount, you work on your product strategy, your pricing strategy, and all work on your pricing strategy, your promotional strategies, and your distribution strategies to use the same product that you are already offering to try to increase your growth, right? And it is going to be possible, but it is going to be difficult. This strategy where you use your existing product to go after your existing market to grow is called the penetration strategy. Now, another strategy where you use your existing product but want to grow the market is to go after new markets, right? So you use the existing product to go after new markets. So McDonald's sells hamburgers. What can McDonald's do is they can go to a different market altogether. So McDonald's will try to grow their business by taking their burgers all over the world into different markets where McDonald's was not present before. This particular strategy is called market development strategy what what McDonald's is doing is developing a new market, right? So it's a market development strategy, easy to understand. Now, similar to the market development strategy where you are going to a new market, product development strategy is when you create a new product and you go after your existing target market, right? So Walmart has their existing target market in the United States that buys Walmart's product. So what can Walmart do is they can create a new product that would fulfill some needs and wants of the target audience that they already have. So maybe they create a new form of fast food that would cater the needs and wants of their existing target audience. So you are developing a new product, and that is why it's a product development strategy. The next strategy that a company can use is use something called the diversification strategy. So in the diversification strategy, what you are doing is you are not only diversifying your product, you are also diversifying your market. So not only are you creating a new product, but you are also going into a new market. So what McDonald's could do for this strategy is they start selling pizzas in countries where McDonald's was not present before. So it's a new product for the company because McDonald's has never sold pizzas before. So it's a new product for the company. And then it's also a new market for McDonald's because they were not present in that particular country before they started using this strategy. So diversification is when you take a new product that is new to the company and go after a market segment that is also new to the company. Now this is the riskiest strategy of all because if you think about it, it's a new market. McDonald's does not know anything about that particular market. So let's just take an example of Nepal. McDonald's does not know anything about Nepal and the consumers that exist within Nepal, and their cultural tastes, their backgrounds, what kind of food do they prefer, how much money they are able to afford, what is the economic situation of Nepal, what is the infrastructure of Nepal. There are so many unknowns when you go into a new market. So when McDonald's is going into a new market, it's taking a lot of risk. And on top of that, for diversification strategy, what is McDonald's doing is they are also taking on a new product. Now McDonald's knows everything that is there to know about burgers. They know how to make burgers, they know how they have streamlined the process of creating burgers, they have created trainings for their employees to make burgers, but they don't know anything about the same process that goes on for pizzas. So McDonald's is an expert when it comes to the hamburger business, but the pizza business is a completely new business for McDonald's. Right? So if McDonald's tries to grow by taking a new product like a pizza that it does not know anything about and then take it to Nepal, a country that it does not know anything about, then in that case it's the diversification strategy and it is a very, very risky strategy. Now let's think about what other options McDonald's can use. Maybe McDonald's could use market development strategy, which would mean that McDonald's would use the existing product that they already have. So McDonald's knows a lot about the burger industry. McDonald's knows the ins and out of the burger industry more than any other burger manufacturers all over the world. Now what McDonald's could do is go into a new market and try to sell burgers in Nepal. In this case, what would happen is McDonald's knows a lot about the burgers, but McDonald's doesn't know a lot about the country. So the risk associated with the risk associated with entering a new market will be there, but at least the risk associated with the new product for the company will not be there. But this would be a way for McDonald's to grow their business, getting into a new market. Another strategy would be the product development strategy, where McDonald's would go to their existing customer base that it already has. So McDonald's already sells their burgers within the United States to their target audience. What McDonald's could do is they could now introduce pizza and sell them to the customers that are already here in the United States that already eat McDonald's. Now, McDonald's knows a lot about their customers. McDonald's knows the external environmental factor in the market that they have been for a very long time. McDonald's also knows the cultural, social backgrounds of the consumers. McDonald's has done a lot of market research throughout the years to understand its customer base clearly. So McDonald's knows a lot about the market, but the problem is McDonald's does not know about the pizza industry. And not only does it not know about the process that goes on to create the pizza, how you streamline the process, the delivery process that is associated with the pizza industry, and all the nitty gritty that comes with the new product that McDonald's is trying to handle. But McDonald's knows a lot about the market. So this would be a less risky strategy when you compare it to the diversification strategy. And as we already talked about, product penetration strategy is the least riskiest strategy of all because you already are selling burgers here in the United States. The only thing you are going to do is you are going to increase your marketing advertising expenses. You are going to maybe tinker with your price, maybe tinker with your promotion to try to sell more to the customer that you already have here in the United States. So I hope that this video gave you a clear understanding of the Ansoff strategic opportunity matrix, and you are now very familiar with the terms market penetration strategy, product development strategy, market development strategy, and diversification strategy. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns and any feedback or comments about this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.